Hello, darling. Did you know that one wrong thought before bed can block your abundance for years? Florence Scovel Shinn warned us that your words are your wand. What you think and say, especially right before sleep, imprints directly on your subconscious and shapes your reality. Modern neuroscience actually confirms this. Studies show affirmations repeated before sleep can rewire your brain in as little as 21 days. What Shinn taught nearly 100 years ago is now being proven by science. And wait until you hear affirmation number 2. It's the one mistake blocking almost everyone's prosperity without them even realizing it. Before we dive in, type ABUNDNCE in the comments if you're ready to receive wealth in 2025. Most people don't realize that wrong words block wealth. They casually say things like, "I can't afford that," or "money never stays with me." These phrases are like spiritual locks on your abundance. Shinn said, "Your word is your wand. The words you speak create your destiny." Sarah, a 45-year-old teacher, constantly said, "I'll never get out of debt." When she switched to Shinn's affirmation, "I have a magical work in a perfect way. I give perfect service for perfect pay," everything changed. Within weeks, Sarah was offered a job that paid double her old salary. So here's your first affirmation to say before bed: I have a magical work in a perfect way. I give perfect service for perfect pay. Saying this before sleep shifts your subconscious to attract opportunities, not scarcity. And if words are this powerful, what about fear? Florence Scovel Shinn said fear is the biggest magnet for failure. Fear is faith in the wrong direction. Most people go to bed replaying worries, unpaid bills, uncertainty, lack. Shinn taught that this is like writing a script for disaster. She said fear is only inverted faith. It is faith in evil instead of good. John, 52, was drowning in debt. Every night he worried, "I'll lose everything." After discovering Shinn, he shifted to "I walk in the light of abundance. God's wealth flows freely into my life." In less than 3 months, John cleared his debts through unexpected opportunities, contracts, refunds, and even a surprise inheritance. Here's your second affirmation to say before bed: God's wealth flows freely into my life. I am fearless in faith. Fear attracts lack, faith attracts miracles. When you choose faith-filled words at night, your subconscious begins to magnetize abundance in the morning. And if fear is dangerous, wait until you hear what Shinn said about resistance. The silent block almost everyone carries without realizing it. What you resist persists. Fighting against lack actually keeps it alive. People obsessively think, "I must get out of this problem," or "I hate being broke." This keeps the problem in focus, and energy flows where attention goes. Shinn taught, "Do not fight your battles, simply speak the word and the battle is won." Mary, 38, hated her job. Every night she said, "I don't want to work here anymore." She kept attracting more stress. When she changed to "I have a wonderful job in a wonderful way. I give wonderful service for wonderful pay," everything shifted. Within 2 weeks, a recruiter called her with an offer for a new job she loved, with a 40% salary increase. So here's your third affirmation before bed: I have a wonderful job in a wonderful way. I give wonderful service for wonderful pay. Instead of resisting, you replace it with a vision of the result you want. This shifts energy from struggle to solution. Tonight, remember, your words are your wand. Don't go to bed cursing your finances. Instead, speak the right words, replace fear with faith, and release resistance with non-resistance. You don't have to chase wealth. Align with it using the right words and unwavering faith. That's how miracles happen. Which affirmation will you start with tonight? Comment it below. And share this video with someone who needs a miracle right now. Because when you help others step into abundance, you multiply your own. And remember what Florence Scovel Shinn taught: your word is your wand. Speak only what you want, and miracles must follow. Many people wonder, but what if I don't believe the words I'm saying yet? That's the beauty of Shinn's teachings. You don't have to force belief. You simply have to speak the words with willingness. Just as a seed doesn't sprout the moment you plant it, your affirmations begin to work beneath the surface, in the soil of your subconscious mind. Florence often said that the spoken word is like sending out a boomerang. It will always return. So even if doubt whispers in your ear, keep declaring what you want, not what you fear. Little by little, your emotions will catch up with your words, and your reality will begin to reflect the new pattern. Think of Neville Goddard, another great teacher of manifestation. He said, "Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled." In other words, imagine yourself already living the outcome as you repeat the affirmation. When you say, God's wealth flows freely into my life. Picture yourself smiling as bills are paid with ease or receiving unexpected checks in the mail. When you whisper, I have a wonderful job in a wonderful way, feel the joy of walking into that dream workplace. Visualization plus spoken word creates a magnetic force. One of my students, a young man named David, began combining affirmations with imagination before bed. Within 6 weeks, he received an offer from the very company he had visualized himself working for, down to the office view he had pictured. So tonight, as you prepare for sleep, don't just repeat these affirmations mechanically. Say them slowly, with feeling, and let your mind drift into the vision. You are not begging for prosperity. You are aligning with it. Remember, every night is a chance to reset your subconscious mind. Choose wisely, speak abundance, not lack. And just like Sarah, John, and Mary, you may wake up to a miracle waiting at your doorstep. When you understand this truth, you realize that life is not against you. It is simply reflecting you. The outer world is nothing but a mirror of your inner speech. That's why Shinn warned never to speak defeat, never to curse your own blessings. She often reminded her students, your word is your wand. Say it once with power, and the universe begins to rearrange itself to match. Even when things look dark, hold to the affirmation. The seed has been planted. Trust that it is growing in divine timing. I want you to imagine waking up one morning to discover that something you affirmed has already come true. Maybe it's a debt unexpectedly cancelled, or a long-awaited phone call with good news, or a new opportunity appearing out of nowhere. These things may seem like coincidences to others, but you will know the truth. They are the fruit of the words you planted the night before. Mary, Sarah, John, and David are no different from you. They simply chose to replace fear with faith, resistance with trust, and lack with abundance. Their results prove that these laws work for anyone who applies them. So tonight, as you prepare to drift into sleep, remember that your last words of the day are the seeds of tomorrow's harvest. Choose them carefully. Don't let worry be your final thought. Let faith be. Don't let lack be your last whisper. Let abundance be. And as you close your eyes, breathe deeply and affirm, I walk in the light of abundance. God's wealth flows freely into my life. I have a wonderful work in a wonderful way. I give wonderful service for wonderful pay. Say it with peace and release it. Miracles must follow. Because when your words align with divine truth, nothing can stop your prosperity.